Alright guys, Jack here, JBF Music and Guitar Lessons, and what I've got for you today are these 8 incredibly handy quick tricks for barring an F chord on guitar. So you've learned your open chords. It's going well, you're feeling pretty good, and songs are sounding like, well, songs. But then, this nasty sounding chord rears its ugly little head. It's a tale as old as time, or as old as a guitar. And it's one that we probably all struggle with. I mean, I still don't even really like it as a chord, but what can we do to minimise the hurdles that block us from constantly getting it to sound nice? Well, first of all, one of the reasons that it's such a notoriously tough chord is it's all the way down here. The frets are further apart, and there's usually a bit of tension from the nut. On top of that, it's usually the first bar chord you'll encounter. Tip 1, move the bar shape further up the neck to where the frets are closer together. Let's go with the 8th fret. Tip 2, start to build it up like a power chord. Get that clean, then extend the power chord. Add in this note. Make sure all of those are ringing out cleanly. Use the tip of your fingers wherever possible, then attempt the bar. Flatten out your knuckle or knuckles and pick each note. Tip 3. Click subscribe for more superbly amazing,
mind-blowing, life-altering guitar tips.
Or, you know, just kind of regular guitar and music-based content stuff. Real tip 3, you might find rotating your finger, a bit like this, to be more favourable. If they are muted, try adjusting the pressure of your first finger to correct this, getting just those 2 top strings sounding clear, but make sure to add in the lower strings again once those are nice and crisp. Tip 5 is keep your wrists straight. I've done a top tips video on this before, which you can check out with the eye in the corner, but 2 of those that tend to really help out here have the neck at a near 45-degree angle, and if need be, push the neck a bit further from your body. Tip 6, use your fingers for strength, not your thumb. This took me way longer than I'd actually like to admit to realise this was an incredibly beneficial thing to do. To try this out, you can even totally remove your thumb from the neck. All that said, still try to not use any more force than is strictly necessary. Much more on this topic and a great warm-up exercise to achieve it can be found with the eye in the corner. Tip 7, try doing this often, even just for 5 minutes a day or while in front of the telly. In the world of guitar, short and often generally trumps long and infrequent. Number 8. When these tips are all functioning in harmony, you know what, pun intended, I'll give myself that one. Move it down the fretboard. Move it a fret down, stay on there for a day or 2, move it a fret down, stay on there for a day or 2, and keep going down and lower till you get that notorious F. Tip 9, you don't even need to play a bar chord. Okay, this might sound counterproductive to the previous 8 tips, but this is like my final season of tips, okay? I've run out of ideas and I'm retconning the whole blasted thing. Shame. Jokes aside, right, I very rarely actually bar a chord, whether it's gigging, practicing, or even recording. I'll usually thumb the lower string like this. Or just use my thumb to mute out the low E string. I can do it, but I prefer not to. It's a bit like functioning without your morning tea or coffee. You could do it, but why would you want to? Tip 10, patreon.com/JBF Music. Not a tip for the cards as such, but a tip for me. You get access to tabs and tons of resources for previous lessons for just $3, if that sounds like your kind of thing. And if not, you can check out free quick guitar tricks there or there. Hit subscribe to keep up to date with the channel, leave me any suggestions, and enable all notifications by ringing the little bell on the side, if you feel so inclined. Cheers guys.